Hi everyone and welcome to week 4. I have decided to do a video springboard this week because this one can be a little bit tricky to understand exactly what it is that the task is asking you, and I thought it would be easier to talk to it rather than try to explain in a post. So we've got the ASEQA website here, which I am now going to click on, and the task is asking us to post about a role and the task you have chosen. So we are going to find one key role and one key task you think is required of a manager. So let's hop in and have a look. Now the website obviously is quite big and there's a lot of information. It does ask you to sort of have a look around if you haven't had much experience with it or dealt with it much before. In terms of the task, what I found the most easiest, and you don't need to do it this way, there's lots of information throughout the whole website, so you might find some other things that you think are interesting or worth sharing. But I found the guide to the National Quality Framework was very helpful to helping me understand all of the different aspects of leadership and roles and responsibilities and what is expected. So I just went here to the full version, and I'll just get that to pop up now. So if we scroll down, it actually goes through each of the quality areas, as you can see over here. And I just found that that was easier for me to then be able to choose one that I could share. So when they're asking for let's go back to the task. So we're going to find a key role and a key task. So it's probably easier to have a look at, say, a quality area to be able to do that, to find some of the tasks that leaders and managers do. So I'm just going to choose quality area 4, which is staffing arrangements. And it's quite a long document, as we can see. There's 600 odd pages. So I'm just going to scroll down to probably about 200. Apologies that it's so long. That's standard 3. Okay, so we've got standard quality area 4, which is staffing arrangements, and it gives you a little bit of an overview on what's expected in this quality area 4. So if I was going to share back to the DB, we could say that a role is to manage staff. So perhaps some of these concepts over here we could share as on the DB, that staffing arrangements is a role that a leader needs to be able to implement and manage. And then it gives us a bit of a breakdown on a little bit more specifically what's expected in terms of managing staff. And what I found most helpful when I kept scrolling down, look at all these regulations. My goodness, scroll past the many, many pages of regulations to finally down here. So we've got what was called an assessment guide. These are sort of more practical things on what you can see if this centre or if the kinder is meeting these quality areas. So if I scroll down even further, so my role that I could share on the DB is quality area 4 staffing arrangements, and some tasks that fall under that particular quality area or heading could be that, there needs to be staff rosters that demonstrate the service of meeting staffing requirements, including first aid staff member on duty at all times. So that would be a task that the manager or leader would need to perform. They would have to have nominated supervisors, coordinators, and other staff. They'd be in charge of the documentation. There'd be staff records and records of qualification. Now, it does say along the side where you could see these, so that might help you in your share as well. So I found this particular document very helpful, but like I said, it's a big website. You might find other things that you could share with us too. So remember to share a role. For me, the role is just part of those quality areas. Just choose one, and then you can choose a task that could be performed under that role. You're then going to come back and share your answers to these 2 particular questions. Is there any overlap in the quality skills of managers and leaders? And we absolutely know that there will be. where can we find them? So if we go back to that particular document, where is there overlap between some of these skills and roles and responsibilities? Where is there crossover? We can imagine that managing staff in a sort of administrative way also sort of ties into managing staff on a leadership level and being inspirational and motivating. So that could be a crossover. I'm very much looking forward to hearing all your responses, and I'll see you on the DB.